Imagine a world controlled from the shadows, not by humans but by something else, creatures that wear our faces like masks, creatures with cold blood and ancient power. What if these creatures, reptilian humanoids, walk among us? What if they pull the strings of governments, banks, and media? This is not the plot of a science fiction novel. This is the theory that has captivated and disturbed millions worldwide. Could it be true? Could our leaders, celebrities, and even our neighbors be reptilian beings in disguise? The idea seems absurd, even laughable. Yet the belief in reptilian humanoids persists, fueled by books, websites, and whispered conversations. This essay will delve into the origins of this theory, exploring the claims of its most famous proponent, David Icke. We will examine the supposed evidence and the counter-arguments presented by scientists and skeptics. Ultimately, we will leave you, the reader, to decide truth or myth. The modern theory of reptilian humanoids is largely attributed to one man, David Icke. His ideas have sparked both fascination and controversy across the globe. A former sports broadcaster, Icke experienced a profound shift in his life during the late 1980s. He was a familiar face on British television, known for his articulate commentary on sports events. He claimed to have undergone a spiritual awakening, leading him to embrace alternative beliefs and ultimately, the theory of reptilian overlords. This awakening was a turning point, steering him away from mainstream media and into the realm of the esoteric. In his 1999 book The Biggest Secret, Icke laid out his theory in detail. The book became a cornerstone for those interested in conspiracy theories, offering a comprehensive look at his ideas. He identified these reptilian beings as a race known as the Babylonian Brotherhood. According to Icke, this ancient race has been manipulating human history for thousands of years. According to Icke, these creatures originated from the Draco star system and have infiltrated human society for millennia, manipulating us for their own sinister purposes. He believes they control key positions of power, from politics to finance. Icke's claims were met with ridicule and disbelief by the mainstream media. Newspapers and television programs often portrayed him as a figure of fun, dismissing his theories outright. He was labeled a conspiracy theorist, his ideas dismissed as the ramblings of a madman. Despite this, Icke remained steadfast, continuing to spread his message through books, lectures, and interviews. However, Icke's message resonated with a growing number of people disillusioned with traditional power structures and seeking answers to the world's problems. His followers believed that by exposing these hidden truths, humanity can break free from the control of these reptilian overlords and reclaim its destiny. According to Icke and his followers, the reptilian agenda is one of power and control. These creatures are said to crave power above all else, and they manipulate human society to maintain their grip on it. They do this by infiltrating key institutions and positions of influence. Politics is perhaps the most obvious target for reptilian infiltration. Icke claims that many world leaders, past and present, are in fact reptilian humanoids. These reptilian politicians are said to orchestrate wars, economic crises, and social unrest to keep humanity divided and distracted from the truth. The banking system is another alleged stronghold of reptilian influence. Icke argues that these creatures control the world's finances, manipulating currencies and interest rates to enslave humanity through debt. The media, too, is seen as a tool of the reptilians, used to spread propaganda, fear, and misinformation to keep the population ignorant and compliant. Those who believe in the reptilian theory often point to a variety of evidence to support their claims. This evidence can range from the seemingly bizarre to the vaguely intriguing. One common piece of evidence is the alleged existence of reptilian shapeshifting. Proponents claim that these creatures can shift between their reptilian form and their human guise at will, and that this ability is often betrayed by fleeting glimpses of scales, glowing eyes, or elongated tongues. Others point to ancient myths and legends from cultures around the world that feature reptilian deities or creatures with serpentine features. They argue that these stories are not mere mythology, but rather distorted accounts of actual encounters with reptilian beings. Still others cite personal experiences claiming to have witnessed reptilian shapeshifting firsthand, or to have encountered individuals who exhibited distinctly reptilian characteristics. Section 5. Science Strikes Back, Debunking the Myth. While the reptilian humanoid theory may hold a certain allure for some, it has been consistently debunked by the scientific community. Scientists point out that there is no credible evidence to support the existence of reptilian humanoids or any other form of extraterrestrial life on Earth. The idea of shapeshifting in particular is dismissed as biologically impossible. The amount of genetic manipulation required to allow a creature to change its physical form so drastically is simply beyond the realm of known science. Furthermore, the evidence presented by believers is often easily explained through more rational means. Blurry photos and videos can be attributed to poor lighting, camera angles, or digital manipulation. Ancient myths and legends are often symbolic in nature and should not be interpreted literally. And personal experiences, while compelling to the individual, are inherently subjective and prone to bias and misinterpretation. Section 6. The Power of Belief. Why do people believe? If the reptilian humanoid theory is so easily debunked, why do people continue to believe in it? This question has puzzled many, from casual observers to seasoned psychologists. The persistence of such beliefs, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary, speaks volumes about the human psyche. The answer, psychologists say, lies in the complex interplay of human psychology, societal factors, and the very nature of belief itself. Beliefs are not just about facts. They are deeply intertwined with our emotions, identities, and social connections. For some, the belief in reptilian overlords provides a sense of order in a chaotic world. In times of uncertainty, people often seek out explanations that can make sense of the chaos around them. These beliefs offer a narrative that ties together disparate events into a coherent story. It offers a simple explanation for complex problems, attributing them to a shadowy cabal of evil beings rather than to the messy realities of human nature and societal structures. This simplification can be comforting, providing a clear enemy to blame for the world's woes. For others, it can be a way to feel empowered in the face of perceived powerlessness. When people feel marginalized or disenfranchised, believing in a grand conspiracy can give them a sense of control and purpose. By believing that they are privy to a hidden truth that most people are unaware of, they can feel like they are in the know and thus, somehow, above the fray. This sense of exclusivity can be very appealing, creating a community of like-minded individuals who share the same secret knowledge. Additionally, the internet and social media have created echo chambers where like-minded individuals can reinforce each other's beliefs no matter how outlandish they may seem. These platforms allow for the rapid spread of information, true or false, and can create a feedback loop that strengthens these beliefs. In these digital spaces, algorithms often prioritize sensational content, which can make conspiracy theories more visible and appealing. The more people engage with this content, the more it is promoted, creating a cycle that is hard to break. Understanding why people believe in such theories is crucial for addressing the root causes of misinformation and helping individuals find more grounded ways to make sense of the world around them. Section 7. Conspiracy Theories and Critical Thinking. The reptilian humanoid theory is just one of many conspiracy theories that have gained traction in recent years. From the belief that the Earth is flat to the idea that vaccines cause autism, conspiracy theories seem to be more prevalent than ever before. While it is important to approach all information with a healthy dose of skepticism, it is equally important to engage in critical thinking and to be able to distinguish between credible evidence and baseless speculation. Critical thinking involves questioning everything, examining the source of information, considering alternative viewpoints, and being willing to change one's mind when presented with new evidence. It is a skill that is essential not only for navigating the often murky waters of conspiracy theories, but also for making informed decisions in all aspects of life. Section 8. The Search for Truth, a never-ending journey. The human quest for truth is a journey without a final destination. We are constantly seeking answers, trying to make sense of the world around us. In this search, it is inevitable that we will encounter ideas that challenge our existing beliefs, that seem strange, even frightening. The reptilian humanoid theory, for all its outlandishness, forces us to confront fundamental questions about the nature of reality, the limits of our knowledge, and the very essence of what it means to be human. It reminds us that the world is a complex and often confusing place, and that there are still many things we do not understand. Section 9. Reptilian Overlords or Human Weakness, you decide. So are reptilian humanoids real? This question has fascinated and perplexed many for decades. Are they secretly controlling the world from the shadows? The evidence suggests otherwise. Despite numerous claims and supposed sightings, no concrete proof has ever been presented. Science has found no proof of their existence, and rigorous investigations have debunked many of the myths surrounding these creatures. The claims of believers are often based on misinterpretations, speculation, and wishful thinking. These narratives can be compelling, but they lack the foundation of empirical evidence. However, the persistence of this belief, and others like it, speaks to a deeper truth about the human condition. We are naturally inclined to seek out stories that make sense of the world around us, and others like it, speaks to a deeper truth about the human condition. We are creatures of story, drawn to narratives that offer simple explanations for complex phenomena. We are creatures of story, drawn to narratives that offer simple explanations for complex phenomena. These stories provide comfort and a sense of understanding in a chaotic world. We crave certainty in an uncertain world, and sometimes, we are willing to embrace even the most outlandish ideas to find it. This need for certainty can lead us down some strange and fascinating paths. We crave certainty in an uncertain world, and sometimes we are willing to embrace even the most outlandish ideas to find it. The allure of a grand hidden truth can be irresistible, and sometimes we are willing to embrace even the most outlandish ideas to find it. Ultimately, the decision of whether or not to believe in reptilian humanoids is a personal one. It is a choice that reflects our individual desires for meaning and understanding, but it is a decision that should be made with a critical mind, an open heart, and a healthy dose of skepticism. Questioning and critical thinking are essential tools in navigating the complex world of information and misinformation. An open heart, and a healthy dose of skepticism. For in the end, the search for truth is not about finding easy answers but about asking the right questions. It is about the journey of discovery and the willingness to challenge our own beliefs, but about asking the right questions. In this quest, we may find that the answers we seek are not as important as the questions we ask.